In the previous class, we have learnt about construction and working of simple loop generator. In the completion of this topic, students will be able to understand what is the principal working of DC generator. In the DC generator parts and their function, and that means construction of DC generator. See what is DC generator, right? What is the principle? Based on according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, that is, whenever a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, it will produce an EMF. That is Faraday's laws, right? Whenever a conductor cuts magnetic flux in the dynamically induced EMF is produced according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. In generator, the rate of change of flux linkages is due to rotation of the conductor. That means EMF generated is dynamic. That is Faraday's second law. The induced EMF equal to rate of change of flux linkages. This opposes Faraday's first law. Whenever a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, the EMF is induced according to Faraday's first law. In DC generator, the rate of change of flux linkages is due to rotation of the conductor. That is Faraday's second law. And here it is the coil and the conductor and magnetic field. Right? Here the rectangular coil already we are discussed about simple loop generator. The same we are showing is the rectangular coil ABCD is rotated clockwise direction between two magnetic poles. Right? Due to cutting of the magnetic flux, the EMF is induced. In the same lines, the magnetic lines in same direction, the EMF will be 0. The coil is rotating, the magnetic lines cuts the conductor, the flux is generating. The flux is known as EMF. Due to the cutting of magnetic flux lines, EMF is induced in the coil, which is alternating. The alternating EMF is converted into DC by means of split rings. Already later we are discussing about commutator. Commutator means which converts one direction to another direction. That is alternate AC to DC. Commutator makes current unidirectional. That means AC current converted into DC. This EMF causes current to flow. Conductor circuit is closed. The load is connected, the circuit will be closed, the coil is rotating. The main parts of the DC generator. Right? In DC generator, the first part is yoke. The yoke is nothing but, this is the yoke. The outer frame of a machine is called yoke. The outer frame of the machine is a yoke. And pole core and pole shoe. Here pole means this is the pole, and this is the pole shoe, right? Pole means here already we know magnetic poles, north pole and south pole. In the here we are taking as one simple coil that is surrounded by winding. Here it is acts as a magnet, right? Field coils. Here these are the field poles. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 field poles, and these are the winding is called field winding. Next, armature core. Here this is the armature. And in this armature winding is there. Armature winding and a commutator. Commutator. Here it is. These are the commutator. This commutator makes current unidirectional. And brush holders, we are taking the current from brushes. The brush holders are it holds the brush. And bearings too easy to rotate, right? This is the main diagram of this DC generator, right? This is the main yoke. The outer frame of a machine is called yoke. This is the hook to lift the machine. And the machine is lot of weight, so it easily lift the machine hook, right? These are the field windings, and this is the two poles, north pole, south pole, south pole. This is the armature, and this under one is commutator, right? The main first part is yoke. The yoke is outermost cylindrical frame, right? Here it is. The shape of this yoke is cylindrical, so that's why it is called as outermost cylindrical frame, right? It is made up of cast iron and cast steel, so always it is made up of cast iron only maximum. It provides the low reductance path to the magnetic flux and acts as a return path, right? Why it has acts as a return path means here it is having field winding, here also you are having one field winding, so it having some winding in this, so it always rotates like this. The flux is rotating, the external flux is going to return through this yoke. It provides mechanical protection to the entire machine from rust and dust. If any particles, it does not observe the anything. So under in this the winding is not damaged. And the yoke of small machine, here it is, yoke is a small machine, right? And the pole core and pole shoe, here it is pole core, here it is pole, right? This pole where here it is pole, right? Pole shoe, yeah, this is the pole shoe, right? Pole core and pole shoe core are made up of silicon steel laminations. These are lamination. Why laminations means to reduce the eddy current loss. Pole shoe supports the field coils and spreads the magnetic flux in the air gap, right? Suppose the poles are like this, poles in square shape, so in between air gap will forms. So when pole shoe means when the pole shoe like this, so it supports the field coil, spreads the magnetic flux in the air gap, so it will flows from this. And this is the pole shoe, right? In this we are using field winding, field coils are made up of enamel coated copper or aluminum wire. Maximum the copper wires are used in these field windings, and armature windings also same copper wires are used, right? These are the winding placed in between pole, placed on pole core, produces the magnetic flux when excited. These are the field line, here it is field coil, it produces field winding. These are the field coils placed in field pole core. Armature, right? Armature core, it is made up of silicon steel laminations of 0.5 mm thickness. Armature core is cylindrical in shape. Slots are provided on the outer peripheral. These are the different slots, here for providing winding in this. It houses the armature connectors in slots. It provides a path of low reluctance to the magnetic flux. And after winding, here it is showing armature core, right? It is a one slot of the armature, right? The total winding of this armature, this total winding of the these are the armature slots, right? In between this we are using winding, we provide winding in this slots, right? Armature winding, here it is shaft, different slots. In this armature commutator placed in between the armature, so commutator makes current unidirectional. These are the winding in the laminated core. Armature winding is an insulated copper wire, here also same we are using same copper wire. They are formally wound in the form of rectangular coils, right? Already we are discussed in simple loop generator. We are using rectangular coils, right? They are placed in their slots as shown. It provides armature flux due to the which EMF is induced. These are the parts of DC generator. Winding wire, copper wire used. Armature winding placed in slots in between the armature windings. Armature winding. A commutator. Commutator is cylindrical in shape, right? When the commutator rotates, the brush is placed in between this, right? We are taking from current from the brushes. The commutator makes current will be unidirectional, which converts AC to DC. It made up of high conductivity hardened copper. It facilitates the collection of current from the armature conductors. It takes from the current from the armature conductors and gives to the brushes. Brushes gives the current from the commutator. It converts alternating current to direct current. Right? This is the commutator showing figures. This is the main commutator placed in between in armature and brushes and brush holes. Here brushes are using carbon brushes are using brush holders to hold the brush. Brushes are made up of high grade carbon. Main function of the brush is to collect current from the commutator. The collect current from the commutator armature commutator may commutator. The armature is it takes the current from the armature commutator. The brush is it takes the current from the commutator and split it to the external load circuit. These are the commutator placed in brushes. Here these are the brushes placed in, right, placed in commutator. A called rotor, bar collector, brushes and brush holder. D is shaft. Here it is. Here figure shows these are the commutator, right? These are the brushes. These are the brush holders. These are different types of brushes. Bearings. Bearings is easy to rotate. The function of bearing is to reduce friction between the rotating and the stationary part of the machine. So easily rotate to use bearings. Types of bearings: brush bearings, ball bearings, roller bearings. Here these are the overhauling of a DC machine, right? First one, bearings. Here it is. Here this is bearings and lifting high bolt. Here it is to lift the machine, right? Here also one is bearings to easily rotate the machine. Next, shaft. Shaft is placed in between armature. Ventilation turbine. These are the two vent cap. 6 armature. This is the armature. Next 7 collector. A commutator, right? Right. In stator. Stator means stationary. Field here it is field winding is stationary. Armature winding is rotating. Field winding is nothing but stator. Armature means rotor. Right. 9 means brush and brush holders. Collector to support the flange, and 11th one is cover. So these are the different parts in DC generator. This is a section view of a direct current machine, DC machine, sectional view. In this class we are discussed about the construction working principle of DC generator and the construction of DC generator and their functions. Thank you.